Hey, this is Chuck Aaron coming to you from Dallas, Texas. Two numbers came out this week that belong in the same sentence, and I haven't seen anybody put them together yet. So, number one, the Mandiant M Trends 2026 confirms that mean time to exploit has gone negative. That means exploitation of a vulnerability on average begins before the patch for that vulnerability is released. So the attackers are not waiting for the vendors to catch up and release patches. They're moving before the fix exists. This is a relatively new phenomenon. It's been getting worse, but over the last year, it's definitely gotten materially worse. Number two, the House Appropriations Committee today flagged declining data quality amounting backlogs in the CVE program, which is the Common Vulnerabilities and Exposure System. That's kind of the backbone of global vulnerability tracking. CISA administers that program. Congress is currently weighing cuts to CISA while simultaneously directing it to sustain or expand nearly every mission it runs. So it goes well beyond do more with less. It's kind of ridiculous. So you put these two phenomena together and you've got a structural problem that's really just not about an individual vulnerability, right in the middle of this vulnpocalypse that we're all in the middle of, where the LLM-based discovery of vulnerabilities is so far overshadowing the patches that vendors are making available and defenders teams able to even install. You can't just roll out 1,000 patches over the course of a weekend. You've got to do some testing. You got to do a lot of integration. You got to check your legacy stuff. So there's a lot to this. Now, when your security team prioritizes patches, most of them use CVE severity scores. And when your SIM fires an alert, it is often tied to CVE identifiers. When your threat intel feed tells you what to worry about, what's important this week, it often keys off of CVE ratings. And so all of this makes vulnerability management and patch management less reliable. Traditionally, security has been built around the idea you could enumerate the threats. Here's the known vulnerabilities. Here are the scores. Here's your patch list. And then you would have some time before the attackers could kind of get to it, right? So traditionally, attackers would start reverse engineering the patches when the vulnerabilities were released, and it kind of became a race against time. And so you prioritized your criticals within 7 days or 15 days or 30 days or whatever. And now that whole calculus is broken. The entire economics behind the bug bounty programs and bug tracking is broken. Our old model assumed the list was complete and current, and that just isn't the case anymore. So the vendors can't keep up, the defenders can't keep up, and the negative time to exploit breaks that first assumption altogether. The quality of the CVE degradation breaks the second. So now we're all operating in an environment where the known vulnerability list is neither complete nor current, and exploitation is already happening before the list comes up. Rather than being a theoretical issue, I need everyone to understand this is the present condition, and most executive and board level security conversations are not priced for this. Your ransomware and your insurance carriers aren't necessarily priced for this. So the action here isn't that complicated, but it requires some honesty about where we are in a dependency that a lot of orgs haven't really examined. Take a look at your vulnerability management workflow and trace what steps depend on NVD and CVE data quality, and then identify at least one alternative intel feed, whether commercial or ideally maybe through your sector ISAC, your Information Sharing and Analysis Center, as a backup. That's not a replacement for the CVE program, but you need to bolster what you're doing and prioritizing because none of us have infinite resources to apply to this problem. So it's kind of insurance against single point dependency of bad or incomplete information that's going to lead you to allocate resources incorrectly when we're already in a race against the attackers trying to get access to your systems while you're trying to patch all the holes, which unfortunately in 2026 are coming faster than anyone can plug them. If you want to understand how this fits into a broader threat model for your organization, that is the conversation Heron Advisory is built for. Hit us up. We'll be glad to help. Thanks. Have a great day. Stay safe out there.